Hi, I'm sorry I can't take your call right now. Please leave me a message and I'll get back.
Jorge.
Hello.
Buenas noches, Mario.
Buenas noches. Harold. Where
Yeah, hi.
where is Sydney?
He was in the desert.
But look, he was in bed or in the hospital. or what?
I don't know where. I don't know what that. I couldn't figure it out either. I think he was in bed.
I called him, but he's not answering.
Oh. He's
All right.
okay. He texted me earlier, but just
Oh,
like he was
all right.
laying down in bed.
Yeah. All right. $28. Alan, how are you, Alan?
Wonderful, Baruch Hashem. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Welcome back, Ernie. Welcome
Good to
back.
be back. Good to be back.
Good, yeah.
Good for Elazar. It's good to see you as well. Home
Thank you.
from the hospital.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you know who's in the hospital? It's Rabbi Gordon, I told you.
Oh.
You know,
Are you Gordon?
the rabbi, the one that takes the pictures, you know.
Yeah. He's in the hospital.
Yeah. For 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, he's got to go in dialysis on Nevach. Nice
I
man.
didn't know.
He was a few doors down from me.
I have to give him a call. Thanks for telling me.
Such a nice man, yeah. Just a nice man, this guy. 6 weeks, yes.
He's been in the hospital for 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah. In Cedars, on the 5th floor.
Wow.
It was over Pesach there.
Okay.
Yeah. He used to take the pictures of speaker that were speaker share, yeah.
Yeah. So the Mishnah said that the same physical disturbances that happen to the woman, her stomach explodes, her thigh implodes, the same thing happens to him. Oso. Now, who is the Oso? Who is the man? Laman. Ilem Labal. Does it happen to the husband? Baal Maya. What did the husband do? Bechitema. Di ispe oven batkile mile ispe oven bedid. That maybe if the husband had relations with his wife after he warned her, he's not allowed to. So maybe it does affect the husband. So ki ispe oven bedide mi bat kilomayla dido. Right? If he has sin, why would her drinking the water cause something physically to happen to him? V'hatanya v'nika ishme avon v'haisha yitisas avona. If the man is free of sin, she can bisman shaish menukim avon amay bokim sishto. The waters only work on the woman if the husband was clean of sin. There would be no bedika for anybody. So who are we talking about? Laboya. We're talking about the adulterer, the man that went into the room alone with her. So the Gemara says, why not say it beferish? Listen to Kidiktani Seifo. Geshem shasur labal, kachasur laboel. So don't just say oso, say the boel. Because at the end of the Mishnah, it says just like she's prohibited to live with her husband, she's prohibited to live with the adulterer. So the Gemara says, Loilam la boil, when it says that the waters affect him, we're talking about the adulterer. The Resha, I did a Tani Osa, Tani Oso. It's a stylistic, literary issue. Since the Resha used Osa, it says Oso. In the Seifa, it says Baal, that she's prohibited to live with her husband, Tana Boyel, because it's the same Or it's sort of same etymology. Shenemer uvo uvo. It says that the waters will come twice. So, iboilu bo uvo kamar, is it because of the vav? Or uvo uvo kamar, is it because it doubles? Toshma. Yishem shasur labal, kach asur laboil. Just like if she doesn't drink the sotah waters, she is prohibited to her husband and to the boel. Shenemar nitma v'nitma. Now, v'adayin boy, that doesn't answer our question. Is it because nitma was repeated kamar, or nitma v'nitma kamar? Or is it the vav, toshma? Miditani seva Rebbe Omer, shnei pamim amurim b'parsha v'nitma, echad labal v'echad laboil. Must be michlad Rabbi Kiva v'vavi kedarish. Rabbi Kiva, not like Rabbi, is darshaning the vav. Hilkach. The Rabbi Kiva shisa kroi ksivi. There are really, it says nitma, vinitma, uvo, vo. So it says uvo amayim. And it says that 3 times. And if you include the vavs, you have 6 drushes. Chad litzavodido. That Hashem is commanding the woman, this is what you have to do. The chad litzavodiday. And there's a command to the Baal. Or a command to the adulterer, that his body will be checked with the water. Another one is chad la dida, that she has to do these things. The chad la dide, and he has to do these things. Chad liadia dida, the Kohen has to tell her what's going to happen. The chad liadide. Now, Rebbe tlosa kroiksivi. He doesn't darshan the vavs, so he's left just with 3. 1 letzavah for her, chad is la'asiya for her, v'chad li'adiyah for her. Now the Rebbe, where does he learn the din of kashem shamayim boikin osah kach boikin osah? Naskilei midetanya. He learns it from the following. It says litzpos botem v'lin pol yorech. Bitno v'yerecho shalbal. This refers to the stomach and the thigh of the adulterer. Ata omer bitno v'yerecho shalboil. Oena lebitno v'yerecho shalboil. Maybe it refers to the woman. No, kishu omer v'tzavsa bitno v'nafla yerecha. The pasuk already talks about the woman. Arei bitno v'yerecho shal nivelos omer. Umani mekayim letzavis bot v'lin pol yorech bitno v'yerecho shalboil. So Rebbe doesn't have to learn it from the vavs. He learns it from the extra pasuk. The idich, what does Rabbi Akiva, who learns it from the vavs, do with this change between male and female language? Ahu ba the moidla kohen shabet and beresha v'hadayor. The Kohen tells her that first your stomach is going to explode, and then your thigh is going to implode. So that people will say that the waters are not going to work. Because the Kohen, when he tells her what's going to happen, talks about the thigh falling first. So they have to give the way it's going to happen. Otherwise, people will say this water doesn't work. Now, what is the idich? The other mandam, how do they learn that? Why switch it to masculine instead of feminine? To teach me that not only does the water affect the woman, it affects the adulterer as well. Maybe the whole pasuk goes for that, and has nothing to do with the woman. Which is a general term, not his betten and his thigh, Shmami no tarti. Or maybe she'll kachet or Zachariah. Rabban. Shalosh pamim amur v'parsha in nitma v'nitma lama. Echad lebal, v'echad leboil. She's usher to go back to her husband. She can never marry the adulterer. V'echad letruma, and she's usher to eat truma if she was married to a Kohen or a bas Kohen. Dear Rabbi Kiva. Rabbi Shmuel Kavachomer. Uma grusha shemuteres l'truma. A grusha can eat truma. Let's say if she goes back to her father's house, if she's a kohenes, asur l'kahuna, but a grusha can't marry a kohen. Zu shasur b'truma. Here, where there's a prohibition for her to eat truma, eno din shasur l'kahuna. I certainly would know that she can't marry a kohen. So ma tamud loimer, what do we do? V'hi nitma, v'hi lo nitma, in nitma lama shoysa. That if she actually committed adultery, she doesn't drink. And im lo nitma lama mashke. If there was nothing going on, why is she drinking? We're in doubt what happened. We don't know what happened in that room. She becomes usher because of the doubt. And we learned in of Tumah V'Tahara from here. Mikana Tadan L'Sheretz. Umas Sotah Shlo Asa B'Shogi K'mei Zivon's Karotzo. If she was raped, for example, against her will, so that doesn't lead to her drinking the Sotah waters. So Shogeg isn't like Mezid and Oinus isn't like Rotzon. Yet, by the regular Sotah case, the suffix is treated like a Vadai, and we prevent her from living with her husband. Sheretz, Sha'asabot Shogeg Kamez Von's person. We don't care how you touched the Sheretz. You tripped on it, it was by accident, you're still Tomei. Therefore, Enodin Shayasabot Sofek Kivadai. Sofek touching a Sheretz should be like Vadai. But since you're learning it from Sotah, it comes with all the ramifications of a Sotah. Umimakam Shabasa. Ma Sotah Rishus HaYochid, Avshes Rishus HaYochid. If it's a suffix, whether you touch the Sheretz or not, it's only Metamel you a suffix if it happened in Rishus HaYochid. If it happened in Rishus HaRabim, it doesn't. Just like the Maisa Sotah happens in Rishus HaYochid. We don't know what happened in that room. Uma Sotah Davar Sheish Bodas Li Shoel. The Sotah is a human being that we can ask questions from. Did she do it? Did she not do it? Afsheretz Davar Sheish Bodas Li Shoel. An Adam, maybe he touched a sheretz, maybe that did not, then it becomes Tomei as a suffix. But something that it touched like food or a kli that we can't ask, or if there was nobody there who we can ask, it does not become Tomei. And that's why B'Shus HaYochid Sveiko Tomei, like a Sotah, B'Shus HaRabim Sveiko Tomer. V'she'ein bodas li shoel. If the tumah affected something that we can't ask, or there was nobody, human being in the room that we could ask, did it touch it or not? That does make a difference. Ben B'Shus HaYochid, Ben B'Shus HaRabim Sveiko Tomer. If it's a suffix, whether a sheretz touched something, we can't ask the person itself that became tummy, or there was nobody in the room that we can ask, even if it's in Rishus HaYochid, the suffix case remains Torah. That's the Baraisa. Now, Rabbi Shmuel, where did he get his words? On Rabbi Kiva Truma, Umadele Kuhuna. Rabbi Shmuel started talking about the prohibition of eating Truma. And Rabbi Kiva is answering him about marrying a Kohen. They seem to be talking at cross purposes. So another question, Rabbi Kiva Kahuna Manole. Where does Rabbi Kiva get the prohibition of marrying a Kohen? That maybe it doesn't need a pasuk. Sharei Osapa Safik Zona Kazona. So Truminam. So this will pick up tomorrow. I was going to learn 2 today, but I've already taught.